What's going on, everybody? So I'm Quinton Foster, principal broker and owner of Outlier Real Estate.
I'm Maverick Foster, co-owner of Outlier Real Estate.
And we wanted to do this semi-quick kind of podcast style video to kind of go with, Outlier Real Estate, where the value is added to our clients and agents, what we offer. And it's just a little bit more in depth than your little 15-second clip on social media.
Yeah, we couldn't capture what we wanted to say in a minute because we have a lot more to offer than all these other brokerages that can capture all of what they add in under a minute. And also I want to explain who I am, what I'm doing here, what I'm going to be doing, why I got brought in, all of that. This is really kind of our, transparency video of who we are, what we do, what value we add to our clients, our agents, and why we're doing this and what we're going to do and what our mission is going forward.
Right. So with that said, let's get into experience. All right. So I've been in real estate for this is my 7th year now. I had the opportunity to be mentored by one of the best in the biz, Tracy Johnson. I mentioned her before, but it was a little more nuanced. I joined her to kind of help build her team, and so when I joined her, she was at like 6 million in volume, and by the time I left, we were at 15, 16 million in volume. So that's my, background in terms of real estate. I'm also a personal investor. I have rental properties with a business partner of mine here in Flint. And before that, I was in EMS, did the whole 911 dispatcher thing, and we both have experience in the financial tech space. So, with that, I'll just speak for me, I gained a lot of sense of efficiency and like the pros of these corporate kind of structures, where that benefit really is. But I more so saw the con of these big companies and how they treat their employees and customers. And so I like to take the good of everything I've done on top of your experience, which we'll get into here, and then kind of make this outlier startup real estate brokerage. And that's kind of where we're coming from.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. And to give you guys my background, I have a number of years of sales experience, but I initially went to after I graduated high school, got into investing, online businesses, things like that. And then I went to Arizona State for college. I was economics pre-law double major. I was in the business school there, WP Carey. Really wanted to be an attorney and trust and estate planning, and quickly realized I did not want to do that for my career. Then during COVID, I moved to Colorado. I was a director of sales, marketing, operations for this small business there. A lot of cool stuff. You can check it out on my LinkedIn if you want to know more about that. But basically took this family-owned business, and in my first 3 weeks there, tripled their year-to-date profits. And that was a multitude of things. I mean, efficient marketing efforts, good marketing campaigns, getting boots on the ground, hiring people, training them actual good sales tactics, making efficient operational processes. The list kind of goes on and on. Got a recurring multi-million-dollar annual deal there. Basically set them up. From that, went into the fintech space for the largest third-party investment firm in the country. Won't name drop them there, but I was a senior relationship manager working on a specialized team with new financial advisors to our firm, helping them move their book of business to us and also grow their book of business. Did the largest deal in that company's history there of one client for $140 million. I was helping manage 300 to 600 financial advisors at any given time for a year cycle per advisor. Then now I'm in the legal tech space as a tech consultant to law firms and attorneys, and helping them choose their specific software and kind of going with that. So my background, and again on top of all that, is consulting as well. So it's like I've been in pretty much all the realms of business, of online business. Started myself, made $50,000 annual revenue from that my first year in business. Investing, soon I'm going to be getting in real estate investing. Big corporate. Again, there's a lot of pros there, a lot of cons. Startup family business, and then now this company I'm at is kind of an intermediary where it's not really a startup, but they have a startup mentality, but they're not really a big corporate. They're kind of in the middle. So kind of what I'm bringing to Outlier is everything marketing, branding, good sales tactics, relationship management with both, clients, potential clients, lead nurturing, lead acquisition, and then really with the culture aspect of it, taking that blend of startup mentality with corporate professionalism. So that's who I am and what I'm doing here.
Right. It kind of came down to like, okay, I have the real estate experience and sales in the actual real estate industry and some of what you have, but you have all of that and then some of the consulting, the marketing. And let's be honest, you guys, at the end of the day, yeah, we're realtors and real estate agents, but we're really marketers that happen to sell real estate. And that right there is not something that's common in terms of the thought process of these other brokerages. And I'm just going to throw it out there. It's really not their fault. Your average realtor is a 56-year-old white female. So me being a millennial, you being even Gen Z, right? Mm-hmm. We're coming in with that new mentality of like, okay, from every angle, like I have friends that have been struggling trying to purchase a home and like actually dealing with that on a real personal basis and having that understanding that, again, not their fault, but these mid-50s-year-old people, how can they relate to that? You just keep like this interest rate thing. You keep hearing, well, 1982, it was 17% interest. And like, why are you guys bitching about 8% interest? And it's like, okay, but your house was also $35,000, not $350,000 now. So it came down to just that of like, I've been in real estate for a while. You see the good, the bad, the ugly, and frankly, just the status quo of things. And I just got kind of sick of it, man. It came down to like, okay, these other brokerages are popping up and they promise the world. They promise 100% commission, constant training. And then you get in there, it's like, well, yeah, it's 100% commission if you pay me $800 a month. Or, the splits is, 50%, whatever it is. It's just not fully transparent. And then you get in the training side of things is they're like, well, yeah, here's all these resources you can look at. Nothing that's pertinent to the brokerage itself and or pertinent material to localize, what we're doing here. So with that said, our kind of baseline for Outlier is transparency, forward thinking, and then, an agent-centric, client-focused brokerage, right? And with integrity in there, obviously. So let's just get into it. Let's talk about what we offer and why we really are different.
Yeah, I'll start off with sticking with the transparency thing because I want to do something real quick. So we'll flash this on the screen for you guys. But again, you can just go to access this whenever you want. outlierrealestate.com/join outlier. Right here is click join outlier. It's the first thing you're going to see. It's our agent plans. It's our menu. We have realistically 2 different plans, kind of technically 4 you can choose from, but realistically 2, and we'll get into it in a minute. But I have yet to see a broker who does this. I'm going to say that right now. I'm going to call out those brokers out there for a second. Hey, why do you guys think it's okay to use slimy sales tactics and marketing tactics of just like not posting your thing? Just come in the office. You got to come talk to me. And I'm going to gatekeep this information until we get you in the door. We get all your information so we can start hitting you with drip campaigns. And maybe we are a little bit cheaper than the person down the street, the big box down the street. But I'm going to use these classic sales tactics. Got your information now. I'm going to use these drip campaigns. I'm going to course you a little bit in the office. Yeah, just come with us. Look, this isn't that bad. This isn't that expensive. Big box down the street, they're double. Okay, cool. What do you guys do for that money, though? What do you guys do that constitutes you guys to charge X amount of dollars to these agents? Okay, so you know what we did? We posted it right on our website. Any person can go access this whenever they want, and it's literally everything. There's nothing hidden or gate kept here. The only thing that's not on here is the monthly association fees, right? Which is not us, right? It's not our fee. That's just cost of being an agent. And Quinton did a video breaking down the actual cost, going through all these plans and all those other costs that people don't like to talk about, such as gas and that fee and all that. So I'll kind of toss this to you for a sec to go through this and let's hear your thoughts.
Yeah. So I mean, based on what you just said, we're all about being transparent. So again, everything is on the website. I even took it a step further, and we have a video that's coming. It's going to be the cost of being an Outlier agent, where I mentioned the association fees. For like me, I'm a GMAR member. So, when you break it down, it's like $42 a month, I think. You actually pay it quarterly, but breaking it down that way. And on top of that, another thing I wanted to touch on that these other brokerages are kind of poo-pooing, I guess for lack of a better term, is, and I get the sentiment behind it, but they hate part-time agents. The whole part-time agents, they're taking, it's just a famine mentality of, they're taking all the business I could have had. But here's the thing. Here in 2024 now, we've all been dealing with inflation and craziness in the markets and everything else, housing, everything. We're in a side hustle economy now. And you're either making enough in your one day job, and or you're having to do the Uber on the side, or maybe you're doing an e-commerce thing, whatever it is. With all that said, the way we've structured this is you can be that quote unquote part-time agent. So our cheapest plan is $130 a month plus your association fee. So let's say $172 a month, and then gas, whatever you need to spend on that. But with that, you're getting Dotloop, you're getting Google Business, you're getting all the virtual personal trainings we offer, which is a lot. We already have 7 hours of training on our agent site. But with that said, your commission cap is $6,500 a year. So your average sale of a home, let's say $200,000, average commission is between $5,000 and $6,000 on that. With that said, we would take a 25% cut of that. But again, for $172 a month, you can be a real estate agent and have all the access that you need to conduct your business. Taking it one step further, let's say you're a full-time agent. Well, we have a plan for you too. We have a plan that involves a brokerage tech fee, which is Sync, so our CRM, but that's also leads. And the reason I say full-time is because we're getting a lot of leads. So you need to have the time dedicated to, take advantage of these leads we're providing. You get Dotloop, you get Google Business. And so you can pay that and get provided leads to you for an extra $100 a month, and you still have the same cap. Or between either one of those, have a no cap option. You can just straight up pay either $550 a month for the classic plan, that's without sync, or just $100 more, $650 a month. And then at that point, it truly is 100% commission. We are not taking a cap, and it's all right there. We're not lying to you. Okay. So we wanted to play with that angle in mind of like, if you're a full-time agent and you're making good money already, and all you have to pay is, $650 a month, and you're good. That's all you pay us. But if you're that guy, which I have a couple friends of my own already, they're like, hey, I'm an investor or I'm a flipper and I want to get my real estate license, but I've heard all these so-and-so brokerages are so expensive, and they are, but we're not. So we want to make it, a broad stroke of like wherever you fit in this, if you want to take it full time, we offer that. If you want to just do the part-time route and take business as it comes, we also offer that.
Yeah, I got a couple things on that. So we're probably going to be the only brokerage out there that's telling people, if you're already not a full-time agent, you want to just get in the real estate game, just be part-time. Because you want to know why, guys? A little insight from business owner perspective, and I can see why they're doing it. I completely disagree and think it's scummy why they're doing it this way. But the reason why they're trying to coerce you to be a full-time agent is because they're trying to make you do more business where they make more money, because they're so expensive. That's why it's that famine mentality. They're trying to psychologically manipulate you into saying, oh, no, you just be a full-time agent. No. You know what? No. If you need your full-time job right now and you don't have you're not debt free with a good savings behind you, and real estate hasn't been your full-time gig, as a human, as a consultant, as a business owner, I would never tell you to go just quit your job and just now you're getting fresh into real estate. You don't know your circle at all, anything like that. That's a terrible idea. Do it on the side, build up your funds, learn the game more, and then scale it up and go full-time in a few years when it makes sense, right? So that's the first thing I want to say. Second thing, a quick note that you just kind of glossed over real quick. We already have 7+ hours of training right now. And that's just digital that you just go on. Weekly sales trainings. And on the business side of things, you get access to me for completely free. Anything marketing, business, setting goals for your business career and what you want to do with kind of investing, all that, where we have financial advisors recommend to you, tax professionals, like that's, you also get that for free. Right. And so let's talk about the sync leads, right? Because I also hear a lot of brokers say, oh, yeah, we provide leads. Okay, well, a couple things. We've been running sync for almost a month now, about 3.5 weeks, and we got about 80 something leads. So we're getting about 25 leads a week from sync, right? And quick note, anything with marketing, when you're running ads and things like that, it's going to take about 2 months to optimize everything, right? So just in our ramp up growth period, we're getting 25 leads a week. So, and one of those leads was a 2-day lead came in that day. They booked a showing. 2 days later was that showing, and guess what? We're moving forward with them, right? So that's just one of many we've already got. That was just from last Friday that I'm thinking of. So my kind of whole thing is real quick is, again, on top of the transparency, it's like, for you brokers out there, what value are you adding that justifies your cost you're putting in the marketplace to do business with you?
Well, here's the thing, is it's been working for them for so long. It goes back to the old adage of like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Well, it is broken, and that's why we're fixing it. So in like even one step further than that, you hear, and I'm just going to focus on the fees for one more quick minute. You always hear skin in the game. So here's a short story. When I first got into real estate, I was trying to figure out where I wanted to place my license and be for my brokerage to work for. And tying into the lack of transparency, I meet with a person, which she's still out there. I'm not going to mention her name, obviously. But you get in there and she's like, oh yeah, like, we require 20 hours of floor time, for one. We do a ramp cycle here. So when you first start, our splits are 50-50. And I want to say her cap was like 15 grand or something like that, which is, you think it's staggering, but that's actually pretty standard. Okay. About 3 times the amount of us. And on top of that, we're not giving you leads. No. You hear like, well, you need skin in the game. That's why I'm taking the 50% cap, so you stay busy enough to make yourself money. It goes both ways. You need skin in the game as a broker, and that's why we have these fees. Like, I'll be transparent with you guys. Again, that $130 strictly pays the bill. Like, we're not making any money on that. The only way we make money is by you making money. And that's why it goes both ways of skin in the game. I just wanted to quickly touch on that real quick,
100% right. 100% right. And when we were talking about setting us all up, obviously you do business way different than a lot of the other agents out there. I'll say a lot, not all, because there's a lot of good agents, of course. But so then we were talking about that blend from, corporate side, startup side, all this stuff you've been realizing as well. And I'm like, what these brokers just have been running monopoly on charging whatever they want without, again, having to put the proof on the table of this is what I'm worth. It blows my mind. It's like, yeah, we're not going to give you any training. We're not going to do any tech at all that's forward thinking. We're not doing any good marketing for you. We're not giving you any good advice or sitting down with you, help you achieve your goals at all. And guess what? You're gonna pay us 15 grand a year plus. Oh, really? Okay. Well, here we are.
And it just goes back to the point of, that's why they don't care. They're making money off of these agents regardless of the money they're providing to the agent or value. So that's fees. What else do we offer? Well, I've been lucky enough to be partnered with Ramsey Trusted Pro. So everybody's heard of Dave Ramsey and how he handles personal finance and everything else. And I kind of already touched on it earlier today of like, times are tough, especially for those younger folks out there that are trying to be that first-time home buyer. And these high interest rates, it is tough, but it is not impossible, right? It takes some dedication, and you want to, set yourself in the mindset of like, this is my true goal. But with that said, I personally align with Dave. He's following his baby steps and everything. That has set me up personally and professionally to be able to do this, right? So we wanted to, offer that to our agents. So on top of like just selling real estate, well, this is truly like, we're trying to set you guys up as an entrepreneur and a business owner, but even further, taking it one step further, like personally, like I want you to come home at night knowing that, oh, I got X amount of dollars in my savings account for, if times get tough, because sometimes it does in real estate. So, and again, it's all about transparency and just setting you guys up for success. One step further, though, we also apply that same mentality to the clients. So, hey, clients, we know it's tough right now, but let's get you in here. Let's walk through your budget. You wouldn't be surprised. Maybe you guys would be surprised at how terribly people handle their personal budgets. Okay, U.S. is, disaster when it comes to debt, but we want to again help the clients take it one step further. I do not know of any brokerages that are doing this, but the idea is, hey, client, come in. Maybe right now is not the best time to buy. That's fine, but let's look at, okay, what kind of house would you like to buy? What do you need? Okay, what areas? Okay, from there we can kind of pinpoint a certain price point, right? And it's like, okay, so this is kind of the number we got to look at. Where are you at personally and monthly on your budget? And we're going to walk them through. We have spreadsheets and everything of like, okay, here's the budget. And we're going to give them a roadmap of, okay, if you follow this plan, another aspect to this is accountability. That's where the outlier agent comes in. Of we're going to give you this plan. Maybe it's a 6, 9, 12-month plan, whatever it is. If you stick by these steps, and I'm going to be checking in with you every month to just make sure you're sticking with the plan, but if you stick with this, by the end of this roadmap, you will be able to buy that home that you want affordably. And that's the other key, is we're not stretching your budget to keep up with the Joneses because they're frankly broke.
Joneses are broke, and this is a thing too I've seen too far often in real estate. And again, I'm up until now, I've been an outsider looking in. Obviously, I by proxy through you, I learned very intimately of what's been going on too. But like a lot of these agents, and I don't really necessarily blame the agents. I blame a lot of the brokerages for not instructing them or advising them differently. But they just say sell or buy, sell a home to buy or to sell a home, right? Or go take that buyer to go buy a home just to buy it, because that's what you do, right? We're the business of real estate. We take it a little bit differently here. We say, okay, you're my client. Why would I advise you to financially irresponsibly go buy this home or sell this home, right? We're going to have that conversation with you, right? Go through the home buyer boot camp, do all these things and guide you through a way to do it so it sets you up for generational wealth, right? So that's how we approach the client side. Again, it goes back to agent-centric, client-focused, right? Agents as well. Guess what, guys? The whole value add again of the training and the business consulting and all this, we want you to set yourself up for generational wealth, right? And I guess on top of all this that we haven't touched on yet, brokerage is the first step, not the last step. We got a couple other things coming down the pipeline in the next few months that we can't outright say right now. But it's going to do a couple things. It's going to allow us to serve our clients better, and for agents, can allow you to make a lot more money.
Yeah, a lot more things coming. Frankly, I'm stoked about, but I can't say anything yet. And one of these things coming is a first of its kind. No brokerage in the U.S. is doing what we're going to be doing here in the next few months.
And take that one step further, not just brokerage. This is real estate is one aspect of it. No other company is doing this. It will be truly a first of its kind.
And that's where the forward thinking comes in. And then, on top of that, one more quick thing is if you guys do join us, we also like to pay you for your referrals. So if you have other agent friends or whatever, for every agent that you refer to us, you're going to get $250 for every transaction that agent does for the first 12 months here at the brokerage. So again, kind of a long form of a video, but kind of wanted to get more in depth of what we're trying to do. Again, another thing nobody's doing is podcasting. So this isn't our normal. We actually have another podcast that's not all real estate related. But again, we're trying to come with that startup, transparent, forward-thinking mentality, and we want everybody to come along with us and just be game changers.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So come check us out. Contact us, see how you can join and what's this all about. Ask any questions you want. Again, we're all about transparency. We'll answer any question you bring forward, and take a look and see the difference.
I see a lot more of us.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Bye-bye.